drop. Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Talking Crazy 88. Back again with another podcast for you. I'm just on my balcony on this beautiful August evening. Almost the end of the summer. And if you can see it, you probably can't see it, but I got my shit. Hold on, let me put the light on here. Let me see if I can put the flashlight on. Hold on. There you go. I got my red stripe beer. Because you know what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to talk about the embarrassment of Sha'Carri Richardson in the Olympics and post-Olympics. Now, obviously this woman has some issues. I don't know what happened in her life. I don't really know too much about this. But I will say this, you know, getting kicked off the team for smoking weed, fucking up your money, and fucking up your opportunity to go to the Olympics. That's not anything that young people should be aspiring, looking up to as someone as an inspiration or somebody that actually made it. Because you see, years ago, almost 20 years ago, almost 15 years, 10 years ago actually, I was working at this hood rat building as a leasing agent up in Mount Vernon, New York. I'll put it out there, I don't give a fuck. It's Leicester Towers. And when I was working there, there was this young lady that came in there with her, who sent her kid, who I was hitting on, I was trying to get a date with, but, well, not really trying to get a date with, but I was just feeling her out just to see how much of a hood rat she is. And, you know, she was cute and all, she was thinking all the right places, you know, but, you know, you brothers, you can't fall for that, man, especially with these Americanized women. You can't just fall for titties and ass all the time, all right? So, she was a red bone, thick all over, cute, had a pretty smile, but she was just crazy as a cat. She was just crazy as a, you know, she's just catfish crazy, man. Couldn't fuck with that bitch, man. But she had her daughters, and her daughters is, shit. Her daughter was a track. Was in the track. Was heavily in the track. She was a great athlete, track star, 15 at the time. So she was projected to being an Olympian. I was just like looking at her crazy. All right, I thought her daughter was going to go ahead and get a scholarship to go to college and run just by running. But her name is, I think, Deja Stevens. All right. Now she finally made it to the Olympics in 2016 in Rio, and right in Mount Vernon, right near Mount Vernon High School, they have a wall of fame of all the famous athletes that went to Mount Vernon High School, including Gus Johnson, who used to play for the Seattle Supersonics back in the 70s and 80s. So she's right up there with the famous Mount Vernon athletes. And when I saw her as a little girl, she was very polite and respectful. All right? And when I found out she was in the Olympics, or made it as an Olympic alternate, still respectful. Didn't hear much about her. Didn't act crazy or anything like, or talking crazy. Now, fast forward 2021, because in 2020 there was a because of the pandemic, they canceled the Olympics, so they decided to move it up a year. Sha'Carri Richardson was projected to be a gold medalist. She smoked her way out of the Olympics, smoked away her opportunity. All right, by behaving like a hood rat. And it's more common nowadays, and I've been telling you fellas for years, for the last 10 years, well, for the last 8 years, 9 years, I've been off and on YouTube, and I've been talking about the hood rat behavior that's prevalent in our community. We allow the hood rats, the Pookies and Ray Ray to speak for me and you, to have a voice when they really shouldn't have a voice. You understand what I'm saying? This is an example of someone that should not have a voice, should not have a national stage. Because it's not only did she embarrass herself by smoking away her opportunity because she can't stay off the weed. And just recently there was a track event. Well, first of all, shout out to the Jamaican team, the national team, especially that fine ass Shelly Ann Price, Fraser Price. Now, that's a fine young lady. That's a fine looking woman. She's lucky she's married with children. Otherwise, well, anyway. As you can tell, I don't have a problem with black women. If I see a black woman, I'm gonna holler at you. I don't care where you're from. You could be from Timbuktu, Nigeria, China. If you have dark skin, I'm going after you. And you look good, I'm gonna holler. A player's gonna holler. I'm an international player, my man. So shout out to the Jamaican women's team that won, who swept gold, medal, and bronze. You know, in the 100 meter sprint. So there was not really a rematch, but there was another track event about a couple of weeks ago where Sha'Carri Richardson was paid to participate. And again, once again, not only did she smoke away her opportunities, she got smoked. All right, but instead of being humble, she went up there and started talking hot cash shit. All right, and this is because this is when the bitch lost. Now she's, you know, everybody had an opinion. I have an opinion, and that opinion hasn't changed that much from 2011 since I've been on YouTube. All right, now I'm gonna shock you. I'm going to shock what you're saying, because now, not only that she was talking hot cash shit after she lost, she decided to go to the social media and start begin talking shit, hot cash shit about the Jamaicans. All right? Now, with me, I'm going to shock you by saying I don't have a problem. I'm not Pan-African. I used to be, but I'm not Pan-African because I realized that black folks all over the world, we're not the same. I love my cousins overseas, but I see them as our cousins, but they don't see me as a cousin. Okay? So now, and I'm also going to surprise you again that what Tariq, even though he's a hustler and a pimp, well, whatever you call him, I see him as a hustler. He did planted a seed in me that I am a foundational black American. And I have nothing to be ashamed of being born and raised in this hellhole of a country. All right, I'm not going to go too far like some coon-ass preacher years ago was claiming that he was glad that his forefathers were slaves and brought him over and being sold into slavery to the white man into this country. See, this was an old man 50 years old. 50-year-old man saying some crazy ass shit like that. He was a preacher down in Georgia that I had some words with. I had to say something to him. But like I said, black Americans, black folks, if you were born and raised in this country and you have generations, you can trace your lineage back to the 18th century. There is nothing to be ashamed of being a black American. You know? Don't let no foreigner, don't let no immigrant make you ashamed of being a United States citizen or an American or whatever you want to call yourselves, or find a foundational black America or ADOS, whatever. If you were born and raised here and you have generations of family, ancestors that lived here in this country, there ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Matter of fact, any immigrant that comes to this country talking hot cash shit about you being a slave, about you being an Akata, you need to check them. You need to say something to them and check them, because it's bad enough we getting flack from white folks. Now we gotta get flack from immigrant niggas who want to come over here and shit on us. You came here. If things were so great in Jamaica or Trinidad or Ghana, wouldn't your black ass be back there? Because I know Africans that come over here take these truck driving jobs for about 5 years until they make enough money so they can go back home and ball out. That's what these motherfuckers be doing. They can retire off of 5 years of salary work driving trucks. So, you know, fuck foreign pride that comes over here. You go out there and get yourself an American flag and you wave that shit like so proud that your ancestors fought and died for this country. I know my relatives did. Fought and died to come back home, to be subjugated to racism and white supremacy, which these motherfuckers that just got off the boat, okay, telling you that white supremacy don't exist. Let me tell you something, my friend. It does exist. But like I said before, I don't have a problem with none of the black folks overseas. All right? I just have a problem with the hood rats here. Okay? That's my job as an United States citizen, a black man that's born in this country, a foundational black American, to change the image of black folks. And I'm glad that we have YouTube out here, that these brothers are doing other things besides talking about black women. You have the Passport Brothers, which I'm a big fan of. I'm about to book my trip to go to Medellin, Colombia, sometime in October. So I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to be low key. Take some pictures. I haven't decided if I wanted to go to Medellin, Santiago, Chile, or go down to Brazil, make a pilgrimage to Brazil, or go to Europe, go to Germany, where, you know, I'm not into white women, but I'm just telling you right now, them German babes out there, man, they love brothers, and it's such a diverse culture out there, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. All right, I have my passport. Why not? I suggest every young brother out here go out and get your passport, Go out there. Go out and explore the world. I wish I had done it 20 years ago. I wish an old man like myself mentoring me, saying, hey man, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to stay on top, you need to get a city job, fuck college, man, make some money, start your business. You know, somebody that you can just give me a call, that I can call. I wish I had somebody that I can call or watch YouTube or send an email or send a text to. Like my man Dennis Sperling. We're the same age, but he's a lot more accomplished than I am. I'm still just a regular brother who's starting out entrepreneur, trying to make some money, trying to start my own business during a damn pandemic. And I'm gonna talk about that later on. I'm gonna talk about that in the next video, about how we're being forced to be how we're forced to be vaccinated. The unvaccinated are being forced by losing their jobs, because they won't take the shot. So I'm just gonna make, you know what, fellas, I'm gonna cut this podcast short, this live stream short. But I just wanted to say, my opinion has never changed on the hood rat behavior. It's getting worse. It's gonna get worse. But in order for it to get worse, it has to get better. It has to get worse before it gets better. So it's all about changing your image. Kevin Samuel said, man, you got to change your image. In one of his videos, he said the image of black folks has to change. We lost dignity. I've been saying that for years. Black folks have lost their dignity, and it's now prevalent now. Now it's spreading. The black woman definitely lost their dignity. Look at what this young lady has done during the Olympics. Now notice, I have been cussed a few times during this podcast, like I usually do, because I'm just speaking the real. Well, listen, let me get on out of here. I'm gonna holler at you players later. Double D Tree, this is a podcast for you. This live stream is for you, my brother, because you've been asking to see if I'm all right, I'm alive, I'm good. I'm just been busy. So I have a few minutes to talk to y'all fellas, all right? Well, listen, let me get on out of here. And this is Talking Crazy 88, signing off. And fellas, let's be careful out there, all right?